Nobody gives a damn. The bronze and the silver, melt them down. Nobody cares. So the first guy in is the one who wins.
There are some manufacturing improvements for the Y. The rear underbody, we're moving to an aluminum casting instead of a series of stamped steel and aluminum pieces. Initially it will be 2 castings, and it'll go from 70 parts to 2, and then 70 parts to 2 plus joiners, so wow. 4. And then it'll go, when we get the big casting machine, it'll go from 70 parts to 1, with a reduction in weight and an improvement in MBH and a reduction in cost and a significant drop in the capital expenditure required for all the robots that would otherwise be necessary to put those 70 parts together.
Welcome back, everyone. My name's Brian Roschetzky, and this is another GigaPress special where I want to deep dive a little bit more into the GigaPress while we look at this morning's drone flight of Tesla's progress at Giga Texas. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you'll be notified when new videos come out. If you're tuning in again, thanks for watching, and let's continue where we left off from the previous GigaPress episode. We were speaking of the stunning innovation of the GigaPress and how Giga Texas possibly has 10 GigaPresses. And still, the question always lingers in the back of my mind. Why doesn't anyone else have this? Where are you, Ford, GM, Fiat Chrysler, Toyota? Where are you guys? Why isn't Volkswagen innovating like this? And the only answer that I can conclude is that because they do not have Elon Musk and they are not Tesla. Now you can see as we fly in closer that they are moving along on these GigaPresses. It does look like 2 of the GigaPress foundations have been filled with concrete. There's plenty more to be done, and we will keep looking at this location as further GigaPress progress continues at Giga Texas. And I will have a full-length video coming out shortly of my Giga Texas flight this morning. Thanks again for watching. It really does help me grow when you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and share my videos. Thanks again, and have a great day.
Is insane. To be totally frank, like I think our Fremont body shop feels like a Dickensian nightmare. I spend a lot of time there. It's sort of cool in a steampunk way, but not something you want to repeat. So the current version of the Model Y has basically two big high-pressure die-cast aluminum castings that are joined, and then there's still a bunch of other bits that are attached, and then later this year we'll transition to the rear underbody being a single-piece casting that also integrates the rear crash rails, which it will take to another.
Very cool.
Yeah, exactly. So if you know what this is like, big deal, by the way. It gets better. The current castings, because you've got to interface with so many different things, we have to CNC machine the interfaces, and we've got to join all these things. It's quite difficult. There's like a bunch of things that have got to be joined. We've got to put datums on them and that kind of thing. The single piece casting has no CNC machining. It doesn't even have datums. Like, that's profound, really. It took us a lot of iteration, by the way, to get there. It sounds obvious when you say it, but it's quite difficult to get there. And it does require the world's biggest casting machine, which we have 2 of. So it's like basically around 6,000 ton casting machine. It's the size of a small house, basically. One coming from Italy and one coming from China. And we should be actually starting to set up the one from Italy in, I think, next month.
I don't understand why people are so hesitant. Oh my God, we need that 300 pieces of sheet metal to glue the front end together. Why? I mean, what's wrong with one big giant casting? Oh, it won't break right. Wait a minute, I have all these computers outside and they've got CAE tools, computer-aided engineering tools, and I can predict where everything's gonna break. What do you mean it won't break right? And by the way, aluminum, I can make crushed cans out of aluminum. Why do I have to use steel? Well, tell me again why all this stuff has to happen. And there is no answer except that nobody wants to be the first. At some of the companies, they say, oh, we're second, but better dressed. No, you're not. You're second. And who remembers second anyway? Does anybody remember who came in second, you know, in the 100-yard dash the last time we had Olympics? No, nobody cares. I mean, it just doesn't happen. Nobody gives a damn. The bronze and the silver, melt them down. Nobody cares. So the first guy in is the one who wins.